This video is entirely opinionated because some people have been taking my word as law and it is not. This relic loadout and route allows me to get consistent legendary weapons and at least one legendary weapon guaranteed. You'll also be hitting level 10 at the very least by the end of day 1, and you'll have more runes than you know what to do with at day 2. Using the crater Shifting Earth, as well as these 3 relics on screen, we're able to go into the Shifting Earth as early as level 2 and immediately start to benefit and profit off of the many legendary drops that they have potentially there. So before we start, I will say that the only class that this is probably not going to work with is the Recluse, being that she uses magic, and unfortunately the 7 Recluse fans cannot use the standard initial attack buff. You can probably use something like, say for example, buffing Crystallian sorceries and find a crystal staff before you go into the crater, but the whole idea is you want to buff your initial damage as much as possible so you can really begin to benefit and snowball for your day 3 boss fight. So how does this all work? You may be wondering, because you probably heard from fextralife or ragegaming or someone else, that the jail relic is just bar none the best one in the game, but that does not invalidate other sources of damage. That's why we're using the initial standard attack, because off rip, in my opinion, I think this is just the most damage you can get, like, from jump. You just do 44.5% more damage. You cannot find that in any other relic that's currently out as of July 6th, 2025. Like, there's just no relic that gives you 44.5% damage increase starting out. So we can use this to our advantage, because as early as level 2 we can begin to do the crater path to get to the dragon at the bottom. Plus, if you get lucky on your circle, you can get a storm where it's not affecting you, so you still have time to do the dragon, and once you kill him, you'll get a legendary weapon before day 1 is even over. This is gonna make the rest of the run so blatantly easy. So this leads me to my next point, in that your relics, in my opinion, are meant more for the early game compared to the late game. Because doing this route, you'll snowball so much that it doesn't really matter that you're not using the jail relic, because you're most likely going to reach level 15, and the amount of times you're rolling to get a legendary weapon is so high, you're bound to get at least one extra one. And if all else fails and you just have shit RNG, you will guarantee be able to level up your starting weapon to legendary, and that alone will be enough to carry you to kill the boss. Now, of course, you can augment and modify your starting relics to fit however you want to play, but in my opinion, having 3 stacks of initial standard attack is what allows you to do crater at such a low level, so you can begin to snowball your run. Because without it, it not only makes you take longer to kill these bosses and miss out on getting the legendary weapon on day 1, but this makes you not snowball as hard in the late game because you weren't able to kill them quick enough in the early game. So you should definitely consider the pros and cons of, like, if you want to play with this playstyle, but it is kind of hard to ignore the fact that you just do so much damage out the gate that it allows you to do some things that the jail relic won't allow you to do starting out. So here's the full run and path with my favorite relics for Raider. This early first circle hasn't even started to close. It didn't even think about closing. It doesn't even know what closing means. Now, if my stone will stop trolling me, I can actually get the freaking thing. But the whole point is that, like, with the initial standard attack, see, look, already purple weapon, right? That's super purple weapon that's super effective against the boss. Like, it just helps that much. Don't push me off the ledge. Oh, she fell off. Where you going? Whomp. Weave. Skill. You might stagger here. Nice. Get all these damage amps going. Hit him from 389 right there. So, like, even if you don't want to use this setup, oh, nice fire giant crusher. I feel like, oh wait, she lived. What the hell? You died, Granny. Yeah. So, like, even if you don't necessarily want to use the initial standard attack, the whole point of this video is that you can do these Shifting Earths way earlier than you might think, and I feel like a lot of it is predicated on what your relic loadout is. Because, oh, I'm giving back shots to Granny. Hold on. Because you can literally do places like these if you have initial standard attack stacks, because of the fact that you get a 45% damage increase if you do your first light attack. And that will allow you to be on par in terms of damage. I whip because of the freaking attack shifting my hitbox. I hate when that happens. Yeah, but you can do these places a lot earlier than you might think. Now, unfortunately, these won't affect things like spells. So for the 2 people who play Recluse, I'm sorry about your loss. But using any melee weapon, you can do this strategy. And it's not a secret as to why I've been winning 9 times in a row against the new Everdark on my own. And you can argue that he's easy. You can argue, you know, a bunch of stuff. But what is hard to really argue against is that this route, in my opinion, this really helps to power level you like very quickly. Because I'm already level 7. I have a purple weapon that I have access to. It's right here. I can power stance these 2 if I really wanted to. I'm just not a fan of doing that, especially given the build I'm using. But we're just gonna run past these guys for now because I want to get to the bottom of this. Quite literally, I want to get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna kill this guy because I believe he has a chance to drop a legendary weapon. Him specifically. We got bad RNG there, but even then, we're just gonna get the souls from these guys. Just gonna help us out. We also got pretty lucky with the circle closing because we can actually spend a lot more time down here than I thought. I thought that I'd have to leave. That's why I skipped these guys at first, but I mean, skipped him in the back, skipped homeboy in the back. Oh, see, look, we immediately got a legendary weapon. Yes, it is chance, but this is our first one of the run, and first circle isn't even done closing yet. We're on that's resolved. We get some time to really like look at these and see what we want. Improve jumping attacks is something that interests me, and now we're heading out. The only reason why I'm going down here now is because I know they have a tree at the bottom that's gonna allow me to like just fly out. So we get to kill the first boss, and again, this is because of the stacks we have on the initial standard attack that's making us do a lot more damage than we would be doing at this point. Just gonna kill some of these guys to get our final level up, and this is going to assist us in killing the guy down here very early, like extremely early. This is like unprecedented levels of speedrunning, chat. Isn't that right, Marlo? Like, it's crazy that we're here already, right? All right, so boom. I think my face is covering my damage numbers for bosses, so I'm just gonna. I've been shrunken, and we're just gonna start to hit him. All right. Now, because I've fought him a lot of different times, I'm gonna time this with my alt pop, so he stops. Close your damn mouth. Have some manners. And he's gonna stagger right here, most likely. There we go. Fully charge R2 on the head. And we get the repose. Yep. Where you going? Headshots. Headshots. Get all our stamina back. Misread that move. It's okay because I'm Raider, so it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I'm curious to see if this does more damage. 215. I think it actually does. He's doing this annoying ass move again for the nth time. He's gonna poise through all that. Yes, we all love Raider. Oh my gosh. He's getting concussions, chat. It's over. 99. Okay, we're looking for Cranial Vessel, which unfortunately we did not get. But improved attack power at full HP is definitely nothing to laugh at. So we're level 9. I'm just gonna go with the Giant Crusher because it just does so much fucking damage. Yeah. Yep. Alright, guys. Giant Crusher, Legendary, all of this before First Circle even thought about closing. Before it even knew the concept of closing. We get to fly out. Now, not every run obviously will give you the like chance to do this, but at the very least, you have the spirit trees to fly out. Like, prematurely. And you can use that progress to help you for when you come back on like your day 2 or whatever, right? We should live. Legendary weapon before First Circle even thinks about closing. So yeah, like, we were able to do this in part because of the fact that we had the improved initial standard attacks, because this just gave us a boost to our initial damage, so we could like compete with the fact that we're level 2. And I think it should be closing soon, so we're just gonna do this. Thankfully we got the Crucible Knight spawn, which gives you the most amount of souls. Don't troll me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm recording. Don't do it. Thank you. You're not that important. Stop. Leave. Come here, eat this big hammer. Hammer. Yep. Yes, we all love Giant Crusher. Legendary. Phenomenal. He's not dead. All right. That actually kind of scared me a little bit. I thought he was dead. Get Smithing Stone, because why not? Let's cancel this also, because why not? And Circle's kind of closing near us, so we're going to be able to do these extra Crucible Knights. Now I'm going to Firebomb proc him, because I don't want to fight him with that big the big one up top. I'm going to trade with him. Super Mega Ultra, get the hell off me tool. And at this point, we're just doing so much damage. I forgot what struggle felt like, chat. It's been so long since I did it. Like, I'm not even really paying attention to like his attacks and stuff, because I'm just doing so much. Like, I'm doing 300 per swing. It doesn't even matter. So I'm not even rolling. I'm just attacking. Raise physical attack, and because we're doing all this so early, well, actually, let me pop this down here. I forgot to do that earlier. That was gonna give me more souls. Yeah, but this just helps a lot with your routing if you want to like get insanely strong to the point where the boss is laughable, because I know I like to do that. And the reason why I like to kill those guys too is because they have a chance to drop the jellyfish shield, which is always nice because, you know, it just gives you a damage amp. I'm foregoing that guy, by the way, because I just want to get this Grace. I probably baited a little bit. Like, I probably could have killed him because they have a America Church there that I just beeped. But this is what, going to get us to level 11? Yeah. And pretty close to 12, too. I'm going to hit this church up. I kind of need to, actually. I actually kind of wish I did. Kind of baited a little bit on the routing there, but yeah. So you might be thinking like, oh, well, if you did jails at this point, you'd be doing 15% or more on car insurance, right? And to that, I do agree. You definitely would be. But the one problem, the only problem with jails is that you don't really get legendary drops like that. And if you do, it's just going to be like, I think it's what, like the 30k runes, but like it's never a legendary weapon drop, right? Hey, don't edge grab me, relax. I know you're excited. Holy shit, you did so much damage. Level 11 gameplay on night 1. This might be bullying. How'd I whiff? It's going to be so special. Oh, I didn't even see you. There's more. Why are there so many? I think this is gonna be smeltered again. Okay. Oh no, it's sensitive. So yeah, you can just see I'm doing block resets so I can just get as much damage as possible. He's already at half health. Fight just started. He's almost staggered. I feel it in my bones. Ooh, that would have been the hit. What am I aiming at? Alright, nice. Yes, we all love speedrunning. Okay, by the way, this is a lie. Wait, oh wait, no. I thought it was the other one. But they have something that's like blood loss when they're about to die or something. That's literally a complete lie because the relic, or it's not a relic, but what the boost is actually saying is it gives your weapon blood loss when you land a crit hit on them. So it's some weird translation error, but yeah. I was also told I should have button mapping on so people could learn. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to get that up and running at the moment. I will figure it out though. I will. Because there's a thing I do, as an example, where like, because I don't like to do the rolling attack and I like to do the standard, what I will do is like after I roll, I hold block briefly so that I can do my standard attack still and not get the rolling attack. Who's this? I'm gonna buff this with fire. Now he still does do a lot of damage because he's like a red enemy and these guys just don't care about anything at all. Shut up. Where you going? Yep. Open up. Open for daddy. The giant crushers come. Damn. I should have just popped ult and not rolled over. That's okay. You know, I kind of figured that I was about to die there, and I panic rolled, and he freaking roll caught me because he thinks it's sweet. He thinks shit is sweet. I'm about to slide crazy on him right now. And yeah, these runs are real because I die. A lot of times people won't show you that they be dying and stuff, but like yes, this does happen in runs. But this just makes playing a lot easier. I would whiff. Get out my face, bro. Just doing all this extra shit. Legendary weapon, Golden Order Greatsword. I'm actually gonna get this because I've just never used this before. Yeah, like how else are we gonna have 3 legendary weapons and day 2 circle didn't even think about closing yet? I'm actually gonna try it out. Yeah, this doesn't really synergize too well with what I have going on, but thankfully they have an Ash of War. He's wasting my time now. This guy is actually wasting my time. That's what happens when you play around people too much. Yeah, that shit was ass. I'm not using it again. Compared to the 343 I'm getting with the Giant Crusher. On my face, bro. 27,000 runes. Yep. So yeah, this is gonna be like a level 15 run, obviously. But ooh, I'm just gonna get the maximum experience. But this raises another point that I do want to touch on, and that is the fact that now this is the point in the run where something like the Everdark relic would be outscaling something like my build. But then you have to also consider like how quickly would an Everdark build get to this point. where they're level 13, 3 legendary weapons, and yes, this is RNG obviously, but we are increasing the odds of us getting stuff like this because we're doing things like Crater so damn early, and we're able to take on super bosses and etc. at this point in time. Like, to have an equivalent with that in the jail build, you'd have to do like at least 4 maybe. See, because we're waiting for 595. Like, me. Taking your children. This might stagger. Yeah. We love headshots. I missed me bomba clot. What's up? I think this is probably like the easiest super boss they can get. That's on top of the castle, so it's okay. Nice. Okay. And we can do pretty much every super boss that's in circle. We have Axe of God free already, right? Can we get all legendary weapons? That'd be phenomenal. We're at 4, so it's not that far-fetched. And I'm not talking about the Pokemon. Watch out! Surprise butt sex! Wow. You're messing up the run. The Huzz are watching, bro. Yeah, we're just gonna clean up the rest of the castle at this point, because it's gonna give us more passives, which is again my other point, that like, you can just do these things so reliably. Because of the great start I had, it snowballs so much. It snowballs so much. I'm doing 381. Like, I literally have three legendary armaments, bro. I mean, 4. Bloodhound Fang. See, improved HP restoration. I think that's it for castle. At least anything that's like worthwhile. So I'm just gonna head out, and we have 100,000 extra runes to use. Improve attack power when two-handing. We're gonna want that because that's gonna help us with our build. More so than improved jump attacks, in my opinion. Yeah. All right. Onward. So I'm gonna start with this boss first because, again, if you remember, we already killed the Shifting Earth event, so I don't really need to do that. Another reason why that I don't use the jail relic, or at the very least, why I don't use it with this Shifting Earth specifically, is because depending on the Shifting Earth, like, it'll actually reduce the amount of jails that are present on the map. So, for example, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Another. Wait, what is this? Oh. Yeah. So we have 4 jails on the map, meaning that you would only get a 20% damage increase. 20% compared to 13, yes, it is 7% more. And yes, like, it's also gonna apply to like all types of damage you do. Damn, he just roll caught, man. That's crazy. Safety button. How's he hitting me? You're in the, bro. Stop cheating. He's the biggest cheater, bro. Oh, weave, stupid. Get on my stamina back. Stacking. Yes. Alright. I think I like this more than the Axe graphic. I love Raider. House of Mirai? Please just give me the weapon. He never want to give it to me, bro. Yeah. Armaments inflict blood loss when low. That's actually just a lie. It's when you do a critical hit specifically. Nah, I'm not gonna get that. Yeah, because I just don't even heal that much. again, like, I'm literally only getting 1 America Church right now. So this is going to give us 6 heals on the boss, which I don't even heal that much again. Will this greed kill me? Maybe. Maybe it actually might kill me, and this is a bad idea. But, right now I don't care, so. I just want to get powerful. That's all I want. This is the greed they talked about in the Bible. Ah, shit. Right. Oh my gosh, I missed. Alright, never mind. If you didn't know, you do more damage to people if they don't see you and you hit them. So we have 2 damage amps right now. We're doing 568. Lovely time to be alive. Lovely time to be a raider main. I'm dead. He's stalling. Oh my gosh, he's stalling. Just come back, bro. I meant to like charge my attack, but I ended up just looking stupid. It's okay because he died. It's okay. Longer iframes is always fun. Okay. Yeah, so at this point, I mean, the run's pretty much over. Like, I'm level 15. I have just a million extra runes. At this point, I'm just killing them for the fun of it to just see what other weapons I could get. But I hope, like, this helps to show the point that how your early game goes is way more important than how your late game goes, because you're going to be doing a lot of damage regardless. Nice. Nice. Because you can see, I'm not even doing the initial standard attack all the time, but I'm still doing a lot of damage. And that's just because the build snowballed to the point where it doesn't really matter what type of attack I'm doing. But we only got to that point because part and partially I started early. Devour Scepter. We almost have a full thing of legendaries. I'm going to get it just because the screenshot would go really hard. But yeah, we have 5 legendary weapons. I think this is going to be the thumbnail. Literally just looking at 5 legendary weapons. Because it's insane. How, like, explain to me how else are you, like, feasibly going to get this type of ramping? We have 270,000 extra souls. I get this every single time I use this build, and when I'm not using it, it just feels harder to play the game in the early game. So I can't snowball effectively in the late game. I hate these little ghosts. I wake up every day and I hate them. Don't alert the squad. And he's dead. If I had the House of Mirai, that'd be perfect. But physical damage negation. Bro, move the chopped of us. Like, damn. He is so chopped. I hate this one. Your head is getting caved in. That one is the most annoying one. It's like they think they have rights or something. Like, you don't have any rights. How many times do I have to tell you? There's like one more boss over here. I'll see if I can get him really quick. If not, I mean, at this point, I'm just having fun. I could kill no one ever again, and I would still win. Talisman. I mean, I'm pretty good on talismans. If they had one that like boosts my attack with two-handed. Oh. Well. Tickled my fancy. This is just gonna give me more survivability, so I don't even mind. So this kind of helps to offset the fact that I don't have as many heals because like I purposely didn't go to get like that church when I was close to it. I mean, this one was already in West Bubblefuck, so I just couldn't get it anyway, but 434 after we get a damage amp and at max HP. How you doing, Miss Demi-Human Queen? Have you ever gotten back shots by a giant crusher? She's actually getting spanked. It's over. What is this? More amps. Wait, no, it didn't turn off the circle closes. People too close. Nice. Got that before the grace turned off. 381 turns to 432. Wait, no, it doesn't. That's me at max HP. Okay. Do you see how many buffs I have? I have different pages to see my buffs, bro. And it's because of the bosses we're able to kill. So whether or not you agree with playing like with this playstyle, I hope it's at least like apparent that this allows you to be way more aggressive than you would normally be in your early game rallying. Because like when I tell you I get runs like this all the time now, ever since I began to hit places like Crater up pretty early, which also in my opinion, I think Crater's just the best. Wait, hold on, let me get my damage amp here. And we're just gonna start eat this. We have 3 stacks of damage amps. 622 per light attack, by the way. And I'm not even playing perfectly. Pop ult. Oh, I really wanted to go on top of it, actually. I wanted to hit his head. Block that. I'm literally just going full Unga Bunga. Uh-oh. Where you going? I have something to tell you. Headshots. Headshots. Oh shit. Rotisserie chicken! Wah! And just like that, we have like 1,000,000 extra souls left over. 400,000 extra souls. Literally 400,000. Nothing else I can kill in the vicinity, so. My better runs because, well, for one, we got 5 legendary freaking weapons. Damn, the Devour Scepter, in my opinion, by the way, this actually sucks ass. Because, like, the Ash of War just sucks. It, like, barely does any damage. It's just not good. I doubt I'm gonna die, but just getting things for the fun of it. I don't need to buy any of these to win at this point, but because we have 5 legendary weapons. So I just hope this goes to show, while you may not get this amount of legendary weapons every game, obviously, because it's RNG, at the very least, you're giving yourself the opportunity to get as much legendary weapons as you could possibly want. Gonna do jumping attacks, how much damage you do, 595. Do this to get some stagger damage. And then we're sprinting. And he's already lost 1/4 of his health. Before the fight really got to begin like properly, because like he's still in his like weird chasing phase. I'm like, there's no way those rocks are gonna freaking reach me. Alright, so that's like the main times we're gonna get hit in this run. Because of trick. I mean, I don't know if this is a trick, but the way I like to fight him at least is like you just hit his back legs and he just kind of keeps alternating between these very easy moves that you can read. Hopefully this gets me to max health soon. It's not going to, but it's fine. And because of all of our damage amps, we can probably kill him before he gets back up. Oh wait, actually I want to see previous charge. Where's this going? Oh shit, for damage. Back to bonk stick. You can walk right under him literally, and he'll whiff that attack completely. And already, Fartis is dead. Send prayers in the chat for Fartis. You can time this. Missed the time. Get this huge hit off. I'm literally not even worried about my well-being right now, because we're just doing like 1,000,000%. There's this move where he goes over, free damage window. He's already staggered. Hitting his head. Concussion! Concussion! Weep. Why is Frostmoth in the back? He's being annoying. And if you don't know, by the way, if you kill the person that he's possessed, the moth is going to be like forcefully ejected out of the body. So we pretty much one-cycled him because we're just doing like 1,000,000% at this point per hit. Never kill Gnoster, especially if you're like a melee build, because in my opinion at least, I see that he's pretty hard to kill. But yeah, like I get these runs consistently all the time. I'm not even trying to clickbait, like I literally get this all the time. And it just makes bosses very easy. I imagine further bosses like the Everdarks that do come out after this will also be this easy using this route. Subscribe and join the Discord if you're struggling on the Everdark Sovereigns.